Hello. Today is going to be about topic two, how a person influences society, culture, and history. And the person of question is going to be Frank Lloyd Wright, which is one of the most influential and biggest architects, especially from the 1900s. And just a lot of information on him and a lot of good things. So to start off, we need to talk about what he did, which was using sustainable architecture. And by that, one of the true first manifestations of modern architecture, a lot of words, but to make it short and simple, he was a pioneer of using environmental aspects blending in with the architecture itself to make one big piece. So, aspects such as lighting through glass in the roof to trees and scenery outside, just to give it the earthy blend itself. And that's really important because some people in history that have been in architecture, such as Zaha Hadid and Cutler Anderson architects, they've used that style, and many others have too, but those are two notable ones because it's modern architecture. He paved the way of many architects to do this with environmental aspects because environment is so important in architecture itself, just because it gives it that emotion and non-blandness of projects itself. And society as a whole influenced. A quote from McCarter says, American architects having named Wright's 1936 Kaufman House, called Falling Water, the most important building in the U.S. of the last 150 years. 150. One more time. 150 years. That has been the most important building in the U.S. That's crazy, but it's true. What he has done for society as a whole with his architecture has really paved the way of modernizing U.S. architecture, but the entire world of architecture. Because before, blandness, same old, there were still great architecture pieces, but the modernized architecture has really paved the way of America as a whole. And another thing he has used is biomimicry. And by this, definition wise, he used a skeleton of a staghorn cholla cactus for an S.C. Johnson administrator building. A cactus. He used the skeleton of a cactus for the building grounds of a tall building that worked. It worked. It's really important building for the S.C. Johnson administration, very well known, but from a cactus. And other people have used this biomimicry too for energy efficient homes in Phoenix is a good example. And there's also an office in London, office building, that has used a bunch of biomimicry in it. And other than that, Frank Lloyd Wright is amazing. In conclusion, Frank Lloyd Wright has done a lot for society as well as just the world in general and history. He will go down in the history books as one of the best, if not the best, architecture of all time. And culture itself, with his use of environmental structures, sustainable architecture, and manifestation of modern architecture.